This is a free car, but it's got one big problem. In the previous video, you would have seen us working on this vehicle for a customer. However, we found something very disturbing with that engine, and it was really bad. And the customer didn't want to spend the money really. So here we are. We ended up with this free Mini Cooper Countryman. Now, the big question is, we've given her those choices, but is this engine even worth trying to fix? Is it even worth trying to retime it and see if it works or not? And that is what I'm really scared of. It might be that this is just a piece of junk, or it could be a gold. So let's go and find out. Let's get started. Getting a free car from a customer is not something I come across every day as a mechanic. It may sound like I'm lucky for getting a free car, but I am now on the receiving end of all the financial burden that this car has. And on top of that, I am not even sure if this engine is worth saving. There is only one way to find out. Let's inspect this engine and hope that there is no further damage done by the engine being out of time. The first place to check, since the engine is out of the car, is the sump. By removing the sump, it will give us a clearer view of what we'll be dealing with. Okay, so we've got some sort of good news. This vehicle actually did not come with any sort of service history according to the owner of this vehicle. But let me show you why I think it's some sort of good news. You can see right here, this is the oil pump pickup, however you want to call it. There is no varnishing whatsoever. We've literally just sprayed it. Normally what you would see is this going yellow or just black for when the owner basically doesn't service the vehicle. But so far, so good. Any bits in the pickup? Of course there is, look! Despite it looking like it's serviced regularly, finding bits of plastic in the oil pickup can be detrimental to the engine, as it can cause low to no oil pressure at all, which means the engine will starve of oil. Already, not a good sign.
I'll have to take the pickup off.
There's loads in there, look!
Oh yeah, it's full of it.
Yeah, it's full of it, isn't it?
It's absolutely full of it.
Now Darren, this is what I'm scared of, mate.
Yes, this is the whole reason why we said to give the customer the option, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm scared now.
I'm going to get that pickup off and clean that pickup out.
Yeah.
And make sure that's fully clear.
Yeah, let's do that. Massive bit.
It's a massive, huge bit in there. Get it out and then we'll show you how.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's easy.
Yeah.
3 or 4 centimetres long.
Yeah.
Have it in there.
Yeah, well, the question is, oil pressure is going to be low, and how long do you reckon she's been running this?
Well, she said that it was hard to start.
Yep.
She said
and it was already rattling before that.
Already rattling then.
Yeah.
Yep. So who knows, Marv? If I'm honest, we need to get a light in there as well, because I think something in the back of the pickup.
Oh dear. Okay. If the oil pickup has been blocked for quite some time, it could mean that this engine is already on its way out, or is already damaged beyond repair. This is a huge gamble that we're taking right now. All we can do at this point is keep inspecting to see if there is any other damage to the engine. So we have somewhat retimed the engine. Now obviously I had to remove the sprocket here so that this doesn't turn. This is now, as you can see, perfectly timed. It's touching the head, and also I have now locked the flywheel. Obviously that's a dual mass, that's still going to keep on moving. What's next is I'm going to remove this, remove the timing cover, and we'll see the extent of the damage. What's your bet with what have you seen in the sump?
Right. I'm optimistic. I think we're going to be alright.
I am optimistic too. I hope so as well.
Show them what we got out there.
Yeah, mate. It's bad, isn't it? I reckon we're going to find that the tensioner dropped the little pin.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's just totally wrecked the guy.
It's jumping, isn't it?
Yeah, it's jumping. You can turn it over. At the customer's place, we got it to lock up, the engine to lock up, didn't
Yeah. Yeah, I'm optimistic, mate.
I'm optimistic. It's going to be fine.
Yeah,
it was running fine when we did start it.
Yeah,
it was just rattling its tits off. But other than that, yeah,
because when we were trying to time it, it was just like locking up, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was locking up there.
Oh, that's what scares me.
No, it's going to be fine.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Now that we've got the engine locked in correct timing, we can finally start inspecting the primary damage, which is the chain. And what we've found completely blew my mind. Right, guys, we've just found the rest of the guide. Actually, the upper guide, which lives right up here. Look, this is hiding right there. That's insane. Look at that. Oh my days. There's a massive chunk there as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Finding big plastic chunks like this near the timing components is what really worries me. The broken plastic guides can go in between the chain and sprockets, which can cause the timing to jump out of sync. This is not good. It days, bro.
That's not even all of it.
Yeah, there's loads in there. I was like, what's the...
There, is it? Is it there?
Oh my days, Darren.
What?
Don't. Oh no, I thought it snapped. Okay, look at that. I thought it snapped, but I forgot they actually threads into here and not the back. Jesus. Right, me and Darren really struggled to remove the high pressure fuel pump sprocket, which is this thing right here. We struggled to remove this yesterday because it was seized in place. We heated it, nothing, didn't want to budge. So what we had to do, unfortunately, which is not recommended, we had to remove the bolts on the high pressure fuel pump as if you're replacing it. So removing this bracket right here for the high pressure fuel pump, and also removing the mounting bolts that's connected there at the back, and then there's one at the bottom here. And then we basically had to tap it on this, just put a 13mm on top. It's the exact size for it, and then it would just push back, which will allow you then to separate it from the sprocket. Yeah, it was a bad time, let's just say that, but all is good now. It's all clear. We can get cleaned up and check for more for more debris like this. Look, and there's loads of stuff in here still. Look at that. Look at that. Boink. And then the thing that I'm mostly worried about is because yesterday, remember when the tensioner was here, it was just flapping around, but then again, that there is tensioner. Oh, it's not. It's extended out, of course, but I would have thought that the little spring would have popped out, but it didn't. So now then, let's get cleaning.
Since we're taking a gamble on the premise that this engine is fine, we have to do the most we can to increase our chances. Cleaning most of the debris and gunk off the engine is definitely our priority. We don't want any of those plastic chunks near our new timing chain and guide. More than that, we don't want those plastic bits blocking the old pickup.
Right, I've got Darren back. So the next thing that we are going to be doing now is we're going to put all the timing stuff. So we're going to start with obviously the fuel pump to, well, the crank to the fuel pump, and then we're going to put the oil sprocket as well. And then after that, we can put everything back on top. Oh God, mate, is this going to be okay?
It's going to be fine. I don't know about me, I feel like an Eskimo.
Do you?
Yes. Freezing.
Yeah, it's the following day now. Look at him. He's shaved. He's fresh.
Looking at the old parts, I can tell that this is the original BMW Mini timing chain kit. This version of the kit from BMW Mini is unfortunately the weakest point of this engine. This kit has since been updated by Iris, the original manufacturer of the timing chain for BMW and Mini, as you can see here. The updated kit is more solid and utilizes the newer B47 guide, which is known to be more reliable. In the off chance that this engine works perfectly, we want to ensure that the kit that we're fitting is the updated, more reliable version, so we opted to use Febby timing chain kit. Febby uses the original BMW Iris kit, so I know that what I'm fitting is going to be OE quality matching. That being said, we can start fitting the new kit from Febby. First, we have to fit the crankshaft, the fuel pump chain and guides, followed by fitting the upper timing chain that connects the fuel pump to the camshaft. It is important to torque the bolts down to the correct spec, as these parts are exposed to a lot of torsion and vibration. The last thing we want is for that timing chain and guide to come loose.
Right, now for the most satisfying part. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Alright.
Everything tight?
Yes.
Yeah, lovely.
Nice.
Before we can put the timing cover on, obviously we have to use a sealant. This is from BGA, by the way, great bit of stuff around that, the timing cover, so we can put it on that thing. However, we were just cleaning the sump and we found the final pieces of the missing tensioner right here. Look at that. That is absolutely insane. And if you think that that is from earlier, watch that. Go over here and look. There's all those bits, the old ones. Absolutely insane. Look, there's some more on the floor down there. There's bits and bobs out of it. Oh mate, it's gone mental. That is crazy.
The engine is finally coming together. All that's left for us to do now is to wait for the sealant to cure. And whilst it's doing that, we might as well put everything back together, starting with the flywheel, which is what we need to time the engine up again. To ensure that the flywheel is fitted properly, we had to torque it down to the right specification. Again, This will help slow down the process of it deteriorating. As we're waiting for the sealant to cure, we popped into our local GSF to buy some parts that we will need for later.
Right, so we are now at GSF Car Parts. As you can see, we're going to buy some bits for the Mini. So we've got, no, actually I've got the oil already. So we're going to buy some screen wash, brake cleaner and all sorts of stuff, just so that we can get the car prepared and ready to be back on the road again. So come with me inside.
As per, we always use good quality parts, so we opted in for man filters and common manual gear oil for our gearbox.
If you guys want to get a nice discount on your next purchase with GSF Car Parts, use this code right here in this little box and it should give you a nice discount. So see you in a minute. Back to the Mini we got. Let's go. Right, we have timed up the engine. Now we are going to be rotating this twice now, clockwise, and we're going to see if
it lines back up.
It lines back up.
And if it hits any valves.
If the hard work paid off. Let's go and have a look. You guys can watch us 1 second. This is live reaction, people. Oh, we got Tesco delivery.
Ready when you are, Marv?
This is the most nerve-wracking moment of this job. Will our hard work pay off, or will we have to spend another day stripping this engine down to get the timing right?
Getting some sort of compression action. Okay. I know the thingy is not there, but you can just feel it. Yeah, you can.
Oh, it's kind of refreshing.
Alright, let me know where to rotate.
Yeah, we'll do 1 second. Right, go on then, turn it. Turn. Kick again. Kick again. Not yet. There we go. Right.
Is it sitting on the...
It's sitting that edge, it's just not sitting this edge. That's it, kick again. That's it, we're down.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're down.
Right. This is going to be the final piece. Is it going to go in and knock the crankshaft? It's actually out, mate.
Things are not looking good. The crankshaft timing tool seems to be a tooth or two out from the timing hole, which means that the engine is completely out of time.
We just had it timed up.
It's a 2 car. I'm not joking though. It's not buttoned up.
The only way to get the timing pin to go into the timing hole is for us to force the flywheel to rotate in place, which is not ideal as this can cause extra stress on the timing chain.
It's locked now.
It's locked in place.
Awesome.
So it's right there, isn't it?
We shouldn't have to do that, you know. It should just line up in place. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
Told you it's fine.
It's fine. Alright, let's rotate again.
That was me thinking that everything is okay, but experience kicked in. We rotated the crank twice again just to see if everything is correctly timed, but unfortunately, it wasn't.
Cylinder head completely. 1 second, let me just see this. Yeah, see that?
In?
It might just be a discrepancy on this tool.
It could be. There is tolerances, isn't there?
As they say, don't blame the tool, blame the user. No matter how many times we try to see if the engine is correctly timed, it always goes back to the same conclusion. The engine's timing is completely out of whack, though the engine will run as it is. However, there is no doubt in my mind that it's going to run rough, struggle to start, or be on limp mode. It's best to address the issue now and be 100% sure before we put the engine back in.
Alright, slow down. Oh.
That was one whole turn. I can go back.
No, don't go back. Again? I don't want the tension of like... I'll tell you what to slow down, yeah? Can you tell you? Right, there you go. That is now TDC down.
No, lobe's right. Oh no, lobe's ain't right. So it ain't here.
How many rotations did you do? 1?
I've done 2 rotations. This is the 3rd rotation.
Oh, so you need 1 more then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we locked the crank. This is the moment of truth. Is this going to fit?
Yeah. There you go, like a glove. Told you.
No, look.
Unfortunately, it still did not time up properly. The tool to time up the engine should sit flush on the cylinder head, but unfortunately it wasn't. It was lifted on one side, which indicates that the engine is completely out of time.
Yeah, they're not aligned, look. We'll be clear. There you go, that's clear.
It hasn't dropped, it definitely ain't dropped valve, because so it should be clear in there. We should be able to turn that camshaft.
Yeah.
To retime the engine correctly, we had to put our cowboy hats on and manually rotate the camshaft to the right place, with incorrect tools of course. It's either this or strip the engine down again. I know what I'm choosing.
Here we go. Right, don't speak too early. With the screwdriver, I'll hold it. Right, I need the camshafts.
You guys are probably wondering what the hell that was. Well, I wasn't happy with the timing because you can see this piece here, that piece was lifted off a little bit on the cylinder head, and
I've got it.
that almost tilted the engine. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't happy with the timing because it was a little bit lifted. We had to basically redo the timing again without having to remove the whole timing cover. It's been a nightmare, this job,
To say the least.
to say the least. Like, nightmare is actually a dream.
It's been stressful. It's been stressful as well.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's been horrible.
Cold.
Yeah, it's cold. This morning was the worst, the pits, innit?
Yeah.
And yeah, the engine was not playing game really.
And then we had the problem with the tensioner.
Oh yeah, problem with the tensioner,
We didn't know.
which still ain't in. The master tech at BMW said,
Just tighten it.
just tighten it, keep tightening it. I was like, okay, I'll keep tightening it. I tightened it. So you can see there, look, it's mangled, but he
We've had
said,
to loosen it.
yeah, he did say that it's normal though, didn't he?
He said just keep winding it in. That's what
Yeah.
he told us.
Yeah. So
Because it's different. It's the old one is different.
yeah, the old one, you can see it there, it's got this. But with the new one, it's just thread all the way through. That's what it is. So yeah, it's really tight. But anyway, we got there in the end. We managed to retime the engine, and now we just have to put the sprocket back at the top, and hopefully that goes all right, I guess.
It'll be fine.
Here's us working on the timing chain tensioner. Specification is saying 70 Newton meters, but I am sure that I'm exerting more than 100 Newton meters. What the BMW Master Tech says is what we follow.
This is moment of truth number 2010. All right,
Ready?
I'm going to take the flywheel locking tool off. There you go. It's off. All right, cam locking tool is off. All right, rotate it 2 times, please, sir.
1.
Yeah. Oh, that's the second one. All right. If this is still out. Oh yeah! Yeah!
This is a big win. The locking tools just dropped in place without us having to force it in.
Oh, Max. The way it just slapped in. Oh my days. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's amazing. If you haven't subscribed yet, come on please guys. You have to subscribe. Sure. My lips are probably white. Yeah. It's cold, right? And we're struggling. So please click that subscribe button, please. Oh my days, I cannot believe that. I had to redo all of that. That's another what, hour and a half extra, Darren?
Yeah, easy.
Oh mate.
Easy.
Please click that subscribe button right now. I think we deserve it. Now, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna start putting the engine back together. So that's the inlet manifold, valve cover gasket, yeah.
Clutch.
Oh, new clutch as well and all of that. So let's keep going, man. Let's go. After all that drama, I'm gonna be fitting a new clutch in here. Obviously, we're gonna be using OE quality parts from Neilsen Car Parts, and what Darren is going to do is he's gonna start building up the top part of the engine. What a relief. What bloody relief.
Massive release.
Oh mate.
Fit the clutch correctly, we also had to torque it down properly to ensure that it's sitting flush against the flywheel. And now, here's the engine finally assembled in one piece.
You guys have no idea what we've been through with this. If I was a customer and I saw that, they'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna pay you more. Oh my god. 3 days. Well, I say 3 days is because obviously everything was out of whack. We had to take it off the car, off the customer premise and all stuff. So,
Doing job.
and we've been doing jobs as well. So she's back on. I'm happy. Are you happy?
I'm happy.
Yeah. I'm very cold now though, so gearbox is coming back on now.
We are finally at that point of mating the engine with the car again. We've learned a lot through rebuilding this engine back up. We've learned a lot through the process and we've come so far from where we started. Still, the question remains, will this car start or will all of our hard work be in vain?
The engine is in and it's mounted as well. Well done, Darren. Well done, mate. The next step that we've got to do is to put all of the wiring and connectors and all sorts, and we're going to see if the car will start or not. What's your hope, Darren?
It'll stop.
What's your dream?
My dream was that water pump didn't break.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that I've got to show you. Check this out. Oh my god, when we were mounting it,
It just nips it because
Yeah.
it's so cold.
so this is a job for me, I guess, tomorrow. The main aim of the game is to put basically all of these stuff to that car just to make it look like an actual car, because at the moment it just looks like a broken car. But yeah, we're gonna figure that out and yeah, put all the connectors back in. My goodness me, this is like the 4th day now, Darren, right?
Yep.
But
fourth
then
day.
again, just-
and
just-
it's Sunday and I'm freezing cold.
Yeah, and
I
it's
should be in church.
that's church there next to me, mate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna put the connectors back in. Hopefully we don't come across any more gremlins, man. Let's go.
To rebuild the car back up, we have to connect all the connectors that we've removed, including the coolant pipes that go into the heater matrix, dog bone mount and exhaust. Lastly, we have to connect the coolant pipes from the engine onto the radiator.
It's coming through. It's coming through. It's starting to look like a car. Front end is partially on. My lips dry.
No.
No.
You got lip gloss on.
Ah,
I mean
just
lip
licked
balm.
it.
Oh. I was like, that looks like lip gloss.
Darren's been kissing me, you know that. Secretly. Under the car. Look at you see him. Darren has just put the main coolant pipe on now. The next thing that we have to do is to, I was going to say bleed it, but then again we don't have the water pump because the water pump broke and it's not available today anywhere except if we go into London. Front end drive shafts needs to go in, and then after that we should be able to crank it. Not forgetting we need to put oil in there as well. We're this close to starting this and finding out if we did our job correctly or not. We've done it, oi! Getting it? Oh, the coolant pipe's in, yeah?
Yeah, well, just start from this one now. Once this one's in, that's it.
Oi! Let's not forget this, because if we forget this, then we won't be able to.
Really do.
No, you won't.
But the question is it going to run and start and all that?
No, probably not. No, it will, it will.
What's going on there then, Darren? I don't know. What did you do there then, Darren? Oh, we can't even pull it out. Here we can. No, we can't. Here we can. Is this all full? Look. Yeah, hang on. I'm working on it. Should be alright.
It's having a party under here. Voltage drop, isn't it?
Pretending to work, yeah, I'm just budging my way through really on this pipe here because it's cracked. So we will be replacing it. A temporary fix. This is for the PCV valve. PCV valve, it doesn't make sense. This is for the PCV. Can still move around. Not ideal what I'm doing at the moment.
Oh!
I'm saying nothing.
Would you like me to hold it so you can tape that bit back together again?
No, it's on the edge, Darren.
Yeah, that'll hold. You sit here.
It won't hold. What are you talking about? It will hold. It can't hold.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go back in.
Do we screw back
You
in?
should clip back in.
No, it won't.
I didn't even put much pressure on that. We are now getting closer to our goal. The car is starting to look like it's roadworthy again. The slam panel is back on and other important cooling components such as the radiator pipes and intercooler. All that's left for us to do now is to fit the front bumper, fill the engine and gearbox with oil, and we should be ready to start the car.
As you can see, everything is coming together now. Alright. Yeah, anyway, after that palaver, what we gotta do is put the front bumper on and she should look like a car again. We should be able to start the car. I'm hoping that we can start the car.
We don't have to have a camera.
Yay! What result! Woo! Darren's used 100% of his brain cells.
For once.
To fill up the car with necessary fluids, we use Combo gearbox oil and Febby engine oil. This engine oil will be used to initially flush the engine, so I'm not too worried about using the wrong spec oil. And here it is, a recognizable Mini Countryman, finally put back together after many days of struggle. But the question is, will it start and run smoothly? Put your guesses in the comment section down below.
We finally got there, but the most important part now is we have to program the injectors in, because we just mixed it all up and then put everything in. So we're going to be using the ST08 from Launch UK. Amazing bit of stuff. Honestly, this comes with 3 years, what's it called, software update and all of that stuff as well. It's just an all-in-one thing. If you're a mobile mechanic, if you want to use one of these, I will leave a link in the description down below. But anyway, let's get this started and get it all programmed. Now that's done, this is the point where we press that button and crank it. I'm actually scared, mate.
I'm not scared. I just think we might have to bleed it.
Yeah, we will have to bleed it, yeah, that's for sure. But like, I mean, when we crank it, is it gonna...
Absolutely fine.
Okay, let's just do it. This is now the moment of truth. This is what we've all been waiting for. We first have to crank it, because obviously there's no fuel in there. But the question is it going to crank correctly? Are we gonna hear the chain snap? Are we gonna hear the valves kiss the pistons?
None of the above.
Right. Let's go and get this cranked up. You ready?
Ready?
Crank it in 3, 2, 1.
They crack the injectors.
That cracked? Well, obviously it doesn't start. Like what I said, we don't have fuel just yet in the system. Darren, please crack the injectors. Go on in.
The battery weren't connected.
Spray it.
Yeah, 1 second. Go again. Hang on.
Ready?
Yeah. Cut it off. Right. These are pissing out the injectors.
What do you mean?
These are pumping up out of that injector.
From the top?
No, it looks like from down below.
There's no way.
We didn't change the seals, did we?
That's a win! That's a dub! There's no rattle, but there's an injector leak! Oh, she can't go through! I think that's slow. Well done, mate. I think that's a dog. It's running sweet. There's no rattling I can hear. But there's an injector leak. That's alright. That right there is definition of hard work and persistence, I would say. This car threw us off many times, didn't it?
Oh. Even today, that water pump could just catch it.
Yeah, we've still got to replace the water pump, but you know, we just wanted to see if it's gonna crank okay, if it's going to start, etc, etc. And it seems like
It did.
it did.
It
did.
I knew it would.
And it's running nice and smooth as well. Guys, if you haven't yet, make sure to click that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. Make sure to click share with your friends, your family, your dog and everyone else. Thank you very much for watching. and this is where I'm going to end the video. See you on the next one. Peace. This car's just fighting us. That right there is a pool of oil.
BMW, your new tensioners are horrible.
This thing is just not done yet.